Hi everyone, welcome to episode 39 of the Nifty Knitting Ninja podcast. I'm your host, Abigail Wright. Um, it is September 26th. It's a Tuesday and it's about 6 o'clock in the evening. So, I'm sorry about the lighting. I hope that it's not too bad. I had to work today, so that's why I'm a little, messy looking. But, yeah, so I've got a little bit of administrative stuff to take care of. I've got some whips, some FOs, I guess. And then I've got some stash enhancement and then a shop update. So thank you so much for joining me today, guys. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back to spend time with me. That means a lot. If you're a new viewer, then I hope that you enjoy this episode. You might want to start with some earlier ones because I'm not sure how good this one's going to be. Um, First off, I know that something that I have been doing since the beginning of my podcast was giving individual personalized shout outs to whoever subscribed to my channel based on their YouTube username. I can no longer do that. YouTube has updated, and either I'm not finding the option to get that information or I just don't know how yet. Or they just took it away, but so that's one thing that's going to be changing. I don't really have the information to do personalized shoutouts anymore, so I'm sorry guys. I know that was kind of my thing, but if you can't, you can't. So yeah, that's basically all the administrative stuff that I have. And we're just gonna get right into whips. First one that I'm gonna show you is, oh, one more administrative thing is I would like to know if the show notes are useful because it does take a little bit of time to put together show notes. So if you guys are actually using those links and following the show notes, let me know and I'll keep doing them. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to post them because, like I said, it does take it time. And given the frequency of my podcast, you know that I don't have a lot of time. So just let me know. Either comment below or you can message me on Ravelry. All of my user IDs and everything will be at the end of this episode, so just watch for it and let me know. And I'm actually in the middle of the row on this one because it's got short rows. Sorry. This is my mystery knit along that I am doing with Fleeces to Pieces. My if I could talk, my local LYS. We finally have a good one here. So yeah, this is my mystery knit along. This was clue 1. Right here, this textured part is clue 2. And then number 3 just has a strip and then the rest of color 2 being blended in there. So yeah. And the bottom is made, and I believe this is Mad Tosh. Oh shoot, I don't know. Let me look. Mad Tosh Vintage, and this is the Rock Pool colorway. Browns and blues, and yeah, that's actually showing up quite well. So that was colorway for clue number 1 right here. Clue number 2 is what I've got here in my project bag that I've made. This is Malabrigo Rios in the 138 Ivy colorway. That'll focus. Come on. There we go. 138 Ivy, Malabrigo Rios. So that's that. And actually it's looking more brown. Like it's got more brown in it than it does. It's a very, I don't want to say variegated, but it's very, very tonal. It's a very tonal green. And then for the pink that you see in here, which is part of clue number 3 right here. And let me turn my screen back on. Hold on. that's right here. This is all worsted weight. Maybe for those of you who know Macintosh, you already know that, but this is Mad Tosh Vintage. Get that up close for you. I'm not the best at showing stuff, guys. I'm sorry. But this is in the, well, my computer's running slow too. That doesn't help. This is in the cactus flower colorway. So, yeah, that's this. And it's very, very beautiful. And it's getting very kind of muted out, blown out. But it is kind of an orangey undertone with a bright pink overdye. So that's very beautiful. And I am really excited because that bit of the glue took just a tiny bit, almost nothing. So I have practically a whole skein to work with. And this color is gorgeous. Very, very gorgeous. So I'm thinking a hat design might be coming. I'm not going to promise anything and I'm not going to say for sure, but that's what I have in my head for this. So I'm on clue 3. Clue 4 has not been released yet. It is the Pick 4 mystery knit-along, and it's being worked on a size US 8, 5mm. And I'm going to show you my next color choices for this. The next color choice, and I'm actually doing, I'm sorry, I keep cutting my own head off. That's ridiculous. I have a kind of a little bit of a new setup, in case you guys can't tell, so every time I straighten up and sit up, like, it cuts my head off, so I'm sorry. This is my Abrigo Rios again, and this is color 96 Sunset. This rich, rich golden. And that's what's gonna come next. On top of this. I think that's just beautiful together, and it's getting blown out because of the lighting, I'm sorry. And that's too dark. We're gonna try. And then on top of this, because I am using 5 instead of 4 colors. This is a Psychedelic Sheep yarns. It's on my DK base, which I believe is my Far Out base. And I haven't named this colorway because I dyed it specifically for this. But it's a very sapphire blue, and I threw some speckles in on top of it, so it's got these little dark pieces that I really, really like to it, and it's very tonal, so that's going on top of that. So let me see, got a little more here. Yeah, that really doesn't give you a good picture, but I thought I'd share anyway, because I'm the kind of person that overshares sometimes. And that is what I was working on before I decided to sit down and podcast. I would have podcast earlier, but well, but I had gotten home late because I had to run some errands after work, and then I came home and ate dinner and knit for a little bit, and then I decided, well, after dinner I'll podcast, so that's what I'm doing. So yeah, that's a mystery knit along. What I also got going is my mom's sweater, the Ambrosia sweater by Gooder & Johnson. And this is all that I've got so far. I'm slacking, I know, I'm sorry. Mom, if you're watching this, your sweater's coming, but sorry, my sweater first. But yeah, it's being knit on a US 11 and US 10 needle, and I'm sorry I don't know the millimeters for that because I'm a bad knitter. And it's just being worked in Knit Picks Bravo Bulky in the colorway Denim. So yeah, that's that. Not a whole lot of work, just a few rows. The bottom of the sleeves in the sweater, because you work it from the bottom up, and then you do this big yoke and a hood. I don't want to give it too much weight. It's a paid-for pattern, but it's, instead of knitting every row to create that garter stitch, you purl it. and I'm not really liking that. So, we'll see. I have to finish it because I promised it to her, but I don't like the purling. I should just buckle down and get it done, but whatever. I'm not going to. Oh, right. And I started another sock. I'm sorry, I keep cutting off my head, and that's so annoying. And these are on my US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter. Excuse me. I'm so sorry to anybody who was listening on headphones. I had a tickle in my throat. But these are my Addy Turbo Sock Rockets that I got in Colorado last year. And I started a new pair of socks for my boyfriend. And there's that. It's just my my standard 64 stitch vanilla sock with a fish kiss lip seal. I did not do a contrast heel in here. And I've got the yarn buried. Hold on. Let me find it. I've got a whole pile of stuff over here that you guys aren't seeing. But yeah, and it is in Patents Croy, which I got at Hobby Lobby. It's a 4-ply sock yarn. And the colorway is Singin' the Blues Stripes, if it'll focus. So yeah, I think what it is gonna do is it's gonna do like 5 blue stripes separated by gray stripes, and then 5 dark blue stripes separated by dark blue stripes, if that makes sense. But you can kind of tell what it's gonna do based on the ball. And that's kind of how it's knitting up in the sock. So this has been my purse knitting, the knitting that I take to work, and I use my 15-minute breaks and my lunch break to work on this. So yeah, that's that. Just seeing how well my cat's behaving. My cat's actually in the room with me today, so she might make a cameo and she might not. We'll see. She doesn't really like to be up here when I'm talking, so we'll see. And I'm gonna do this. This is my sock yarn blanket, and my stuffed animal's falling down behind me. This is the tiger that my boyfriend won for me when we went to the Sedalia State Fair. So, isn't he cute? So, of course, he lives on my bed. This is in the bag that I made. That's the side where the print's upside down because I didn't pay attention. And on the inside, it's got polka dots. And I've added a couple new squares to this, and it's getting a little bit bigger, obviously. But not quite big enough for me yet. I want it to get much bigger before I'm done. So this is the whole blanket right now. And let's see the new squares that I've added. This is no, it's not that. It's actually just a wool nylon sock yarn that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. This is 2 different Lion Brand bonbons, which is actually cotton. This is Neon Pencil from Leading Man Fiber Arts. I got their mini set. This is, shoot, it's from, wouldn't it be nice if you guys could see me while I'm talking, duh. It's from Show Me Yarn, and this is a mini that somebody sent me for my birthday a couple years ago, and I don't know much about it. But, and I can't remember, I think this is Speedway. I may get that wrong. Sorry if I did. But, yeah, so those are all the new colors, and then, recently, I've got one picked up, but, there's It's just picked up. There's no knitting on it, so I'm not going to show that. This, guys, can we talk about the square? Look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh my gosh, it makes my soul so happy. This, and this is the first square of this that I've been able to put in my blanket. This is a mini that I dyed. So this is a Psychedelic Sheep Yarns mini. And this is what my fall foliage colorway looks like knit up, in case any of you are curious. Oh, guys. Oh, it's so beautiful. So, yeah. And all the squares are over 65 stitches, and it's being worked on a US 2, which is a 2.75 millimeter needle. So, I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. My mom's coming home, so there's like this big commotion. Again, I'm so sorry to anybody who is wearing headphones. But, yeah, she just came home, so sorry if you guys can hear that. And now the grand finale of what I've been working on. And you guys haven't even seen this. I'm so happy about it. Oh, yeah. I have a sweater going. It's not a Rhinebeck sweater. I don't get to go to Rhinebeck yet again. I'm not really disappointed because I haven't gone in the past, so I don't know what I'm missing. But it's my not going to Rhinebeck sweater. So this is actually a Primavera sweater pattern on Ravelry, and it is a paid for pattern, so I'm not gonna give away the secret sauce, sorry. But it's got this I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. It's got this beautiful, beautiful, if you guys can see that, that beautiful lace detailing that is not only all the way down the sleeves, but, and it's got knit in pockets, guys. I love that. Sorry. Fluff in my nose. Let me get situated here. This is also, and I don't know how well you guys can see this. Get that needle out of the way. But, it's also on the pockets. Now, I will probably take a picture of this when it's blocking and put it on Instagram. I know you guys can't see it very well. But, this is all from one skein of yarn, guys. Like, everything. And I am actually knitting on the sleeves right now. I have about 3.5 inches to go before I can start the ribbing. So I'm kind of in a hurry to get those done because on the 5th of October I'm going to Salvador City with my church group and my friends and family. So it's going to be really fun, and I'm hoping that the weather's cool enough to wear this. It's being worked on a US 4, which I believe is a 3.5 millimeter, and the ribbing is on a US 2, which is again 2.75 millimeter. So I'm really enjoying this. I really want it done. I haven't chosen buttons yet. It does have a button band. It does have buttons. I haven't chosen them yet, so we'll see. Sorry about the crinkling, guys. It's been a very noisy day. This is a bump of yarn that I got. It's from Enhancement, Michigan. And the yarn is Michigan. And, oh, it does, this is aubergine. I'm not sure if that's how you say that or not. But, it was a 8-ounce skein. 111 yards. No, not 111, but 1,100 yards. It was a big skein, trust me. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna get my whole sweater out of this, and I know for sure that I'm gonna have enough for the sleeves, and I've already decided if I don't have enough for the pocket linings to knit those, I'm gonna choose some really fun, not too much of a pop, like not too in your face, but I'm gonna choose a really fun mini to knit the pocket linings in a contrast color. I think that would be really cute. So, yeah, I'll post more about this on my Instagram, um, whenever it's done. And my Instagram account is on private, just so not just anybody can follow me. But, if you guys want to follow me and I see that your account is related to something crafty, or, like your description isn't like the description of a creeper, then I'll pretty much accept you. But if your account sounds like you're a creeper, I'm not gonna accept your follow. Sorry. That's just how it is. Now, if you've requested to follow me and I have not responded to you, it probably means that I deleted your request. If you are in fact a crafter, message me on Ravelry and tell me that you requested and I didn't respond, and I'll just tell you to request again, and then I'll accept your request. So, there's that too. But yeah, well, I'm not gonna say that's all the whips that I have going. I have my niece's baby blanket, which I haven't done any work on, so I didn't think to bring it out. But I really need to work on it. Her first birthday is November 30th, so I have just over 2 months to get it done. So as soon as that sweater is finished, I am going to alternate between the blanket and mom's sweater. Probably work on the blanket a little bit more just to try to get it done before her first birthday. And it's a granny stripe blanket. I'm doing it all in pastel baby colors for her, so I'm hoping that turns out really well. I feel like I'm talking really fast. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I've had a long day at work. I'm really tired. I closed the store and stayed there till 10:30, 11 last night, and then I got up at 6 o'clock this morning so that I could go back to work, and I am exhausted. So, we're going to move right along. I do have a reward for myself for finishing all these large items, because I've got my sweater, I've got mom's sweater, I've got my niece's blanket, and I've got my blanket back here. So, if I work on those and finish at least the sweaters and the blanket, I'm going to reward myself with this. Guys, this is a Show Me Yarn sock blank, and it is in their Gateway Sparkle in the colorway Taste the Rainbow. Oh, guys, I can't wait. I can't wait. I've been saving this, and this is my ultimate reward for finishing at least 3 of my big projects. So that's kind of urging me along a little bit, but oh, I'm going to cast on a pair of delightful sparkly socks for me. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but oh, look at the sparkle. Look at the sparkle. Oh, I can't wait. But yeah, that's kind of, I'm kind of baiting myself, giving myself a reward for doing all this. So, yeah, I'm being pretty good about not casting those on beforehand. But I'm going to talk about a few FOs I have. I've been going crazy on the socks, guys. Like, and I know that you saw these last two. This one, that it's the No Pearl Monkey Socks by Cookie A, and it's a free pattern on Knifty. It is made out of Yarn Geek fibers in the Marine Biologist colorway, and it's on Sparkle. If it'll focus. There we go. So I really like this sparkle. I don't feel like it's like Stellina, to where like Stellina is kind of like fly away. Like it's very delicate, but it's like a flyaway sparkle, and this is very contained. So that's what the sock was knit out of. The heel and toe was knit out of this, which is again, it is Show Me Yarns in the boot heel base, and this is the honeycomb colorway. I knit my boyfriend a pair of socks out of these, and I still have more than enough left to knit him another pair. And then these, I was knitting these for him, and he said that they were a little too girly for him, which is fine. So I just added another 1/2 inch on the length, and now I've got a nice pair of shorty socks. And the heels and toes are just in this Premier Yarns in the Serenity Sockway, and it's just, you know, the colorway is black. If it'll focus. Probably not gonna focus. Okay, well, just trust me, it's black. You see it's black. So, and then this one, you guys haven't ever seen. Guys, look at this. Look, 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 look. The pink toe gets me. The pink toe just gets me. This, I know that I have the ball band under here if I just dig it out. Again, I'm sorry for the crinkling, guys. Those socks are knit out of this. This is what it looks like caked up. Can't really see the pinks in there. They're kind of getting drowned. But, this is Opal Talisman. In the colorway 9271 or 1396. I'm sorry guys, I don't read German. Anyways, it's a 100-gram ball, and I don't read German, so I'm sorry, I'm not sure which one's the colorway and which one's the dye lot. So, but yeah, that's what it is. It's Opal. So, my local yarn store, she actually got some as a sample, and she just kind of gave it to me because she wasn't going to use it, and I wanted it. So, we kind of made a bargain that I'd work in the yarn shop if she gave this to me, so I'll take that. It's a good deal. So, yeah, 3 socks. All they need is the grafting on the toes. I don't know why, but I hate grafting. I hate Kitchenaire, and I don't want to do it. So I just stick them on that needle, and there they go. I'm going to have to finish them one day, I know, but right now I got more knitting to do than just graft socks. So, oh, everything's all skewed. We're going to talk about some acquisitions besides the ones that you've already seen, the Opal and the Malbrigo Rios in the Sunset colorway, and then the Psychedelic Sheep yarns that I dyed for myself. Those are 2. And then, can we talk about this? This is all sport weight, and it has 5 mini skeins on it. Each is 86 yards per 1 ounce skein. Each skein is 1 ounce. There's 430 yards total of sport weight. Guys, this is Color Morph Salmon to Yellow number 30, and it is by Wonderland Yarns, which is hand dyed by Fravjus. I think that's how you say it. Fravjus Fibers, dyed in the US. Dye lot 46. I had a shawl design in mind for this, but it kind of didn't go how I wanted it, so I'm ditching that whole idea, and now I'm not sure what to do with this. So, I don't know. I keep it like this until I'm gonna get ready to use it because it's oh so pretty, and I love to look at it. It's marinating in my stash a little bit right now, so I don't mind at all. Yeah, the other stash enhancement that I have is actually another Psychedelic Sheep yarns. I dyed this a while back ago, and I didn't really like it. This is And I decided to call it Kitten Noses because it's got gray mixed with all in that pink, and it's kind of speckly. Kind of like a gray kitten, and then the pink is the nose. So I called this Kitten Noses, and this right now, I sent away my gnarly base because it was for a podcast stash enhancement that I sent along with the prize. So that one's gone, but this one's on my groovy base, which is a MCN, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. So it went into my personal stash, but I'm willing to let this skein, they're normally $28. I'm willing to let this skein go for $26. You know what? No, let's do $24. I'll put it up for $24. If you guys are interested in this, I will gladly let you have it for $24. That's $4 off the original price. And I'll even put free shipping on it, and it'll be yours. You guys can have it. So if this this kind of yarn appeals to you, you get a little bit of a discount there. So it's actually like a $6-7 discount. Pretty good. So that's that. And I thank you for whoever has stuck with me this far. If you've stuck through my chattering, congratulations. I'm at 31 minutes and only going faster. So, sorry, my phone turned on over there for some reason. So I'm going to finish up by doing a little shop review. And if you guys don't want to watch this, then thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you join me again next time. But for those of you who want to stick around, get ready for some awesomeness. I've recently released my fall colorways, and a couple of them have sold already. But I can still show them to you. So what I have listed in the shop, and I'll start with newest first. This, my friends. This is pumpkin spice latte. And I had this on MCN, and it got bought. It sold out like the same day. So, yeah. Pumpkin spice latte. This is on my gnarly base, my 80/20 merino nylon blend. Great for socks, great for shawls. It's really sturdy. Not as soft as MCN, obviously, but it's still really great for socks or a shawl or whatnot. So I have, oh guys, look at that speckle. Look at those speckles. Ugh, love it. If nobody buys this, I might snag it and put it in my stash myself. But this is up for grabs in my shop, and you can find my shop by searching The Psychedelic Sheep on Etsy. THEPSYCHODELICSHEEP at Etsy.com. Yeah, that's where you'll find all this goodness. Next up is my fall foliage colorway. You've got this little bit of a brownish muddied green in there. You can see it really well here. Then it kind of goes down into some browns and purples. Then you've got some muddied yellow. And then you've got some red in here and some orange. And oh, guys. And you can see my inspiration for all these colorways. I put a picture of my inspiration right next to the colored yarn. So yeah, I dyed this to look like fall leaves, and that was the one square that I was raving about in my blanket earlier, my fall foliage. So that's kind of how it knits up if you're curious. Next up, I have Pumpkin Patch on Gnarly. And it's yarn that looks like a pumpkin, guys. You can't get any more awesome than that. The stem and the vine and then the pumpkin itself. Oh, and actually, if you look at these pictures on Etsy, I actually staged a photo where it was all twisted up to look like a pumpkin. There was just a tiny bit of the green showing on a side, but it was all orange, and then I made the brown come up the middle like a stem. It was pretty neat. So that's Pumpkin Patch on Gnarly, and I've got Pumpkin Patch on Groovy, which is my MCN. So these two are still up for grabs if you want them. And I'm also just going to run my other colorways just a little bit. Pre-orders for Awesome Apple Blossom is still up in the shop. And again, this is just, oh, love, love, love it. Love it. It's a pale pink with some darker pink speckles and green speckles. And again, if nobody buys this, this might just have to go into my personal stash. So, because I love this very, very much. But this, I have 10 pre-order slots. So, and nobody's taken them, so that's 10 opportunities to get some of this. I have, where'd my other skein of this go? There it is. I have, these were in different dye pots, so they're just a slightly different. One's slightly saturated more than the other. This is my Vintage Sunset colorway. It looks a lot like fall foliage, but it doesn't have the green. Or the brown. So, this is my Vintage Sunset. This one actually has a label on it. Because I didn't have time to label the others. I kind of label them as I ship. That way I don't waste labels if they don't ship and I put them in my personal stash. This is Galaxy on Gnarly. And all these different greens and blues and teals and first dyed this up on Sparkle. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm gonna dye it again on Sparkle because it really looks like Galaxy. It's amazing. Also on Gnarly, I have, and this is actually the colorway that I've dyed after my great-grandmother, who is the inspiration behind all my craftiness. Her favorite colors were lavender and pink. So this colorway is called Wisdom, and it's after my great-grandmother. It's in memory of her. And it's a very light tonal lavender color. But if you look, and you can see it better on this side, it's got just speckles, just really fine speckles, occasionally of that magenta pink. So that's still up in the shop. That's been in the shop for a while. And this is my Sonic Boom colorway. I don't know why I named it Sonic Boom. I went to rescan it and I looked at it and I'm like, hey, Sonic Boom would be a really cool colorway name for that. So that's what it's named. And focus, please. There we go. It's got different speckles of blue and greens and just all that fun, all those fun colors. It's a really fun skein. So that's still in the shop on Gnarly. That's in the shop on Groovy, which is MCN. And it's a little bit lighter on Groovy because obviously MCN takes differently than an 80/20. So, but it's the same idea, the same colors. So that's still available. And then on my Far Out base, which is DK, this is Jonah. It's got all these beautiful, rich blues and teals and just all sorts of gorgeousness. I think that I used 4 different blues in here. Ugh. And it's not showing up on camera, but you guys, I wish that you could see the teal running through here because it's gorgeous. This isn't doing it justice. And this is Neptune. It's like Jonah, but it's got slightly less blue in it. the colors aren't quite as saturated, and it's got, again, more teal. It's kind of a little bit heathered. Then comes for the fun part. I have mini skeins. This is my sparkle mini skein set, and I don't have a name for them, but it's just, there's lime green. Again, the lighting isn't doing it justice. There is bright yellow, black, bright pink, and bright teal blue. And this is all on my Stardust base. So this is all sparkle. And I also have this on my gnarly base, which is just your regular sock yarn. So there's the hills are. And that's it, guys. That's all that I have. I know that for me being gone so long, it seems like I would have had more, but I've got a lot of big projects. I've been really working on my Cozy Memories. I've been zooming on that sweater, which is a big project. I've been working a little bit on my mom's sweater and the baby blanket too, among all these other different little projects. So I've gotten a lot done. I know it doesn't look like it, but it's a lot of work on big projects. So with that being said, I think I'm done for today. I'm at 41 minutes and I've rambled far long enough. And I know that this camera cuts you off at 1 hour. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna end with saying whoever has already purchased from my shop, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm very pleased. I'm so glad that you guys like them, and for the people who have left 5-star reviews on my shop, thank you so much. That definitely helps. I really, really appreciate your feedback. So yeah, and I just want to put out there too, if you are a podcaster or you have a large influence in the knitting or crafting community, if you want to reach out to me and ask me to donate a yarn prize from my shop, the answer is absolutely yes. I will do that. I will donate yarn from my shop to your podcast, to whatever you do, for a prize, and then more than likely in the end you're gonna get a little bit of stash enhancement with that as well. So just don't be afraid to reach out to me, because I won't bite. I love that people want to use my stuff for giveaways. I've had that happen once already, so very, very excited. And yeah, I don't know when I'll next podcast again. I'm a very, very busy lady, but whenever I get a second, like I did today after work, then I will. And again, I'm sorry for the messy appearance. I worked last night and this morning, and then I ran errands before I came home, so I'm a little bit disheveled. But yeah, I hope that everybody has had a good couple of weeks. Fall is coming. I hope that you enjoy the weeks to come, and have a great week, have a great weekend. Just have a great month, guys, until I see you again. Bye.